What's the deal, gang? Lock in here. Lock in here. Lock in here. We might have positions coming right up. Yeah, just hopped on here. Starting maybe 10-15 minutes late. No school today, but I had some stuff I needed to finish in the morning here. I was looking for a small bottom wick, not a big one. 46.6. It's a tough closure right at resistance. First thing we did was come up here off NY open, so honestly I just want to pull back to retest whatever high we've just made, whatever push we just had. But while we have a chance, we can put up a level or two. We have news at 8:30. Oh yeah, that's right. Let me look. Let me look. Unemployment claims. Yes, we do have news that we need to wait for. Oh, I haven't let anybody in the Zoom. Hold on. Yeah, people are still recovering from Christmas. Kind of a small crowd here today. I tried to trade yesterday. I tried to trade the day before that, and man, price action has sucked. John, I'm gonna take a buy right here. Just took a buy. I came out a bit late, 47.2. Maybe wanted a bit of an earlier entry, but it's okay. In the grand scheme of things, I think we'll have to make a top wick and grab some orders a bit higher here. And then we got a 30 closure coming up real soon. This looks like a really good entry. A really good position to end. Oh, what am I doing, chat? Close it out. I'm sorry. Close it out. I just closed it. I closed it break. I forgot. We got news here in 10 minutes. Duh. We just literally said it. It looks great to come up. It looks amazing to come up. We've bounced off these wicks. But we really just said we got news in 10 minutes. Knucklehead. Yeah, I'm recovering from yesterday's fucking eggnog. Leave me alone. Sloppy, yeah. Hey, I've already gotten 3 kids dressed. I've already been to a park and a supermarket, and it's barely 8 a.m. So I want to hear nothing. I've lived 2 or 3 days this morning alone already. Yeah, there you go. It's gonna set up for news right now. Soggy biscuits? No. Ooh, what a great closure. What a sloppy opening. Chat, I had no sleep on Christmas. Yesterday, I was up at like 5:30, 6 a.m. Yeah, 5:30, 6 a.m. You woke me up. My daughter's sitting in the corner over here, playing her iPad. When our wife flip, I'm gonna watch this news play out. If anything, the news has literally been unpredictable for the last two months. Yeah, since Trump got reelected, the news has been really, really ugly. It would push and close back in range. Push the other way, come back, close in range. We're really gonna have to see this push. Ooh, more people at the Zoom door. Come on in. You know, I've been noticing differences in between the futures market and XAU USD and how the candles form. And while the charts look very similar, the candle formations individually are not the same. I've been looking to where the wicks go back to, right? And on XAU USD, we typically get these wicks to a support, to a previous support, like a range before where we are right now. Not so in futures market. In the futures market, we tend to drive off the previous range, so it won't. A lot of times, it doesn't wait for us to tap 43.56 here or 43.1. It bounces off that range, and that range is here, the top of the range right there, 44.5. Right, so it doesn't get to a support. It bounces off that range. So the wicks themselves are smaller if the market is pushing, right? It doesn't return to grab super amount of orders. If the market is pushing, it's not going to give you that massive wick that XAU USD does, and that's something I've been having to get used to the last few days. It's a bit of a more difficult read, but you gotta notice and recognize the opportunity there. I need sleep. I think I'm gonna go pass out after the stream, or I want to. I don't know if I will. Slept like 3 hours in the last 3 days. Yo, Kahlua is one hell of a drink. Oh, chat, I also couldn't start the shit this morning. I couldn't start the stream this morning. It says my audio driver has failed and I couldn't get the audio to work. So I'm hoping everything's going through today. Let me see if the sound effects work. Can you guys hear the sound effects? How about YouTube? Can you guys hear sound effects? Yeah, the YouTube they can. Yeah, I'm using a different output for my voice right now, so I'm using a different output for sound to come through to the stream because the driver got drunk. The driver broke. Or that's what it says. It's, you know what it tells me? It tells me, hold on, I'll tell you what it says. A driver cannot load on this device. Yeah, chat. I don't know what this means. What do I do about this here? What do I do about this? Do I learn more? You'll need to adjust your settings to load this driver. And I don't know how to adjust that. Every time I click learn more, it brings me to like a whole other screen. Update the driver. Remind me of Men in Black. It came with a black guy, but he kept getting pulled over. I'm gonna need a new driver. Or maybe re-download. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do these things. I can update the drivers, but forgot about that line in the movie. Yeah, I remember he he pressed a button, the Benz pulls up. It's like, that's your car? Yeah, it came with a black guy, but he kept getting pulled over. All right, news here in 30 seconds. Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yo, can this mouse stop fucking jumping? Damn. Mixed data? How's that possible? We only have one folder. Oh, even data. Less than expected though, so that's more good news for the dollar, right? So yeah, we should see this come down according to the fundamentals here. But it wasn't that big of a difference. It was only what, 4,000 jobs? Pretty much even, pretty much what they expected. Will the hourly flip here? Also notice price is a bit more calmer on futures, right? It doesn't, you don't see the jittery candles. This is interesting. Are we forming a top wick for the 1 hour, or are we forming a bottom wick for the 30 here, right? They're telling us different stories. Yeah, we're stuck in this range here, right? It's 90 pip range. We really want to break down here. We want to be below 38.9. Or we want a really strong bearish closure before we get to 38.9 and a top wick. I also would not mind if we don't close, if we start breaking down here before we close. Wait, where's my, there we go. If we start breaking down here really heavily before we close and we start doing this, right? If we do all of this and get down here, right, there's a little support right here that runs across. If we do that and we pull back before the close of the candle, I'll take a sell right at this area. This is where I'll look for a sell if we're able to break everything and pull back up in one candle before closure. I'll do that. You're already at that support on Oanda. You are. But we flipped here bearish on the hourly, and now we're back to bullish. Now we reflip bullish. Well, back and forth it goes. I don't know. I don't know about the 5. Only the first 5 minutes after the news here. And we're still stuck in this range. Yes, he respected the most recent level here, but didn't drive off a resistance, didn't drive off where the market tends to drive from. See, on XAU USD, I'm expecting that top wick here, if it is to come down, right? You're expecting that top wick somewhere at these areas. Right, that's where all the areas line up where market comes down from. So you would expect the same thing here. Maybe we'll get it off the 15, maybe we'll get it off the hourly, but that's what you would expect, right? If it just breaks down here, then it breaks down. Yo, LaShawn, we hear your phone, or we hear you. You're a little baby. You're so cute. Daddy loves you. You're the best baby. Sit down, bitch. You move again, I'll beat the shit out of you. Wish you an awesome trading session. Appreciate that, Creed. Minute closes in a minute. Another 6-7 minutes for this 15. The hourly reflip bullish again. Yeah, from the higher time, from the way the higher time frame looks here right now, we should be coming down. The way it looks on XAU. Price action hasn't really been price actioning. Last year, December was way better than this. Now, we had a great December. We've had 2 days. 2 days of low volume. Day before Christmas, day after Christmas. So yeah, I want to say last year, the day after Christmas might have had more volume. I don't remember the exact, exactly what happened for the day, but I remember the whole week we had a lot of volume. Price action wise, yeah, last year was a lot of movement. Anyone else does this? I'm out of filters, so I take out usually that last part in the raw paper, the little cardboard piece. When I run out of filters, use that. Oh, raw papers, bamboo raw papers. I don't know, whatever you want to call them. So not much of a bottom wick. First thing we did was come down, fill it. So still waiting here. Probably most likely going to see this hourly closure through. Yeah, I'll end up looking a bit different here. Yeah, we haven't driven below these lows yet. I just took a sell here, gang. Fuck. Sorry, I didn't realize I was muted. Um, how did you how did you show? You saw the signal come through, and you're like, "Wix, you're muted." Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it's all right. I got it's two entries, right? So I took one here and I took one here. It averaged them out right here. But it was one entry just by the time I clicked it, one was a bit higher than the other, so it averaged them out to 2639.2. All right, I told you if we break all these lows and we pull back up to this little resistance, a 5-minute resistance, I'll look for a bounce to fill this wick back down. So that's what just happened. So I'm looking for it to refill that wick right back down, if we can do that. If not, in about 10 minutes here, we will look for hourly positions. Heavy 30 drop, heavy 1 hour drop. We got 8 minutes for the 1 hour to close. We expect some bottom wicks to be made here. Yeah, it does behave a bit differently than XAU USD. Just gotta get used to certain differences, certain different nuances. Got a top wick here on the 5 though, so let's see. Let's see. See that 5 tapped our level on the dot. I tried to get an entry there, but it was just bouncing up and down here. Didn't quite get there. Yeah, I would expect a refill of the range, at the very least to 38 areas, right? So about 8-9 pips. That's about it, or 8-9 points. Again, closing out one of the 2 positions I had here at 10 pips. I'm going to make this a risk-free trade now. I'm going to move stops to break even. All right, so I just closed exactly half of all my open risk. One of the positions, 10 pips. This is a risk-free trade. Stops to break even, or I move my stops and profit a pip, a point. And I'm going to wait for this to either break down or we'll get another top wick. All right. But at this point, it is house money. All right, and let's see if we can kind of break down here before the close. W. So good start for the first day after Christmas, right? We want this to run through. There's a chance it doesn't. Chance we come up here, and that is why we have stops to break even. There's no more risk on this trade. 10 pips made. Oh, there we go. We just came back and tapped B here. I don't know how. The price never got there. I think that 1 pip spread might have got me. Yeah, it took me out. It didn't even get there yet. It just took me out by 1 pip. It's about to get there. All good. Possible to enter again? Yeah, that's why we closed, because I'm looking for another entry. Well, that's why we move stops to break even. We're not taking on any more risk on this position, right? This is a winning position. We're going to look for a pull up on the next hourly candle, which is in 3 minutes. Yep, 12 pips. 12 combined pips on the last position. Or 12 points. Be careful here. The hourly matters, right? We don't want to like candle on the hourly. It's kind of driven through here. I think if we close like this, it's fine. We don't want to respect any supports though. We want to disrespect everything. Five broke structure. Never broke the low, broke the high. Starting to, you know, you broke structure on the 5 going back the other way. But it's only a 5, and that could change within a couple of 5-minute candles here. There's 2 minutes left for this hourly close. Look at this 30. Massive pull down. It wasn't a bottom wick. It's going to be a close. It's going to be a bearish close. Where can we take sells down from? I think this will be the most difficult part of the switch. Identifying top wick areas or bottom wick areas for entry because of the way futures print and the wicks that they leave. One minute here. So 60 seconds for a closure. Wow. 5 came right back down. Broke the highest, came right back down. Bounced off that 5 level. Yeah, that's what I've been noticing. When the market's pushing, when it's trending on futures, those wicks, they don't do the whole 30-minute, 1-hour resistance or support. 5-minute was enough here. 5 minutes been enough all morning, technically, if you just look at the 5-minute levels. Market moving differently? Market moving, yes, a bit differently. And we're also on a different chart, so, you know, combine that. We might not get a top wick here though. This 5-minute price already came up and grabbed one. We might just continue straight down off the opening, which wouldn't be that great. Okay, that's good. That's a good closure. Oh, that held that 5-minute, huh? That held the bottom of the level. I'm going to take a sell right here. Just took a sell. 40.1, 40.2 as we approach that area. Once again, it's all about 8 pips here. Not much, or 8 points. Alright, check. Closed one of my 2 positions right there for 10 pips. I'm going to move stops to break even, making this a risk-free trade again. There's no more risk on the table. We are playing with house money. Closed for another 10, and let's wait for this to break down. Let's see if it can. Alright, we got a great entry here. Let's see if we can have this flippity pippity. Okay, snipe that one. So one of the 2 positions I had open right now just closed again. And I really want this candle to flip. We come back up, re-break highs, we might look for different positions, but I would really like for this to flip. Make sure your stops are at the very least a break even, because if you break, you tap your stops, you're most likely re-breaking the highs for a possibility of a better entry or coming back the other way. There we go, just tap my stop. So 10 pips. Really a sniper entry. It didn't go any past our entry. Just kind of tapped me out. Plus 1 pips. I mean plus 10. Wow, it just came up. It didn't go. The price didn't come back any higher than our entry. It just got to our entry, tapped the entry, and came back down. Fucker. Yeah, on gold, I don't think this comes back up. I think on gold, we never come back up to these highs. It just drives through. If you held on, if you didn't manage risk, or if you didn't move stops to B, you're killing it right now. Yeah, I would be closing right as we're tapping these areas right here. I mean, you could hold on to it, but that was the whole point. It just came up here and tapped us out. So, and the reason I'm closing, you're bouncing into a support. You see this 5-minute, the level right here, running across right there. You just got to it. So that's why I would be closing right there, because we never broke the lows, we broke the highs, right? We were formed bullish structure here. Look, higher highs, higher lows on the 5-minute. So until this breaks, you have no guarantee it's going to drive down there, right? This is a strong support. That's why I would have closed there. But still, another sniper entry. We got in right here, right at the top of that wick. Stream record. Yeah, give me 1 second. I hope I updated the record on Tuesday. I don't remember if I did. Wicks, you're too quick. Let it cook. Let what cook? No. There's a reason I put stops to be here, because of shit like this, right? The advantage played out here. The advantage here was this support. I told you, I moved this line up here to show you that this is where you should be closing because of that 5 support running across. Yeah, if it didn't take me out and it came down here, that's another, you know, an extra 18, 19 pips. It's all right. Not a big deal. What happened to the soundboard? I don't know. It's a mystery. Sammy. That's Wix 12's name. Twilight Zone soundbite. Yeah, there's a few I want to get. I want to get a Twilight Zone. I want to get Psycho soundtrack. I gotta get the Undertaker. I want to get all those. You check any indicators though?
How about no?
What up, mechanic? Where you going? Why are you just dropping by? Why aren't you sticking around? Might see a heavy rip down right now, huh? Respect it here. We'll see. But just as you're pushing down right now, you can pull up just like that. This could be a bottom wick. It's just we've rejected 1, 2 heavy rejections. Well, I can't say it's a rejection until we actually drive from here. Right now, it's just a reaction at this area, and we can still pull back up. $15 closing here in 4 minutes. So we played a couple of ranges here, right? And we played literally the same, well, the same range twice. We played this range twice right here. Actually, we played this once and this once. Right before the candle closed, a chance to push through, and after it closed with the top wick. I gotta say though, these have been like the most 2 common entries or common setups I've been using for the last 3 months, because I've identified these as 80 to 90% likely to give you enough where you can go break even and not have risk on the table. Gonna start a new ride up. How did the 4-hour close on XAU? I don't know, based on the higher time frame, this should come down. But from where? From where? Because it's already come down twice. It had 2 candles that rejected off our areas. We had one rejection of 40 flat. We had a rejection of 40.5. And if you close bullish, right? The 15 is going to close bullish here. Up or down. The next candle is going to need a bottom wick. There will be a decision made here, right? At around 39. When it comes down here, it's going to make a decision at around 39 area, whether to continue down or to break back up. That will be key. Ten seconds here for this 15 to close. First 15 of this hourly candle. That left no top wick. What's up? I think it's the same brand. I think it's the same company, but as long as they got futures, it's maybe. But when I log on, it's ampfutures.com. Oh, we're on micros. What am I doing? I tapped that area on the dot, didn't it? You got no bottom wick here. I don't know, this is a good area to take positions off of, but not the way we've closed here previously, respecting if maybe if we closed below. But I believe market should still come down, grab orders. It just might not be this candle. Might not be this 5. Yeah, it's a strong area across the board here. And the thing is, all of these candles are within this range. All of these candles, you want to be driving outside. I know it's the weekly. There's massive amount of ranges, like over 100 pips range. 5, 8. Seven is like 2,000, like 2,000 pips of range. Say that again. I'm sorry. Oh, for the giveaway that you won? Nice, nice, nice. I think there's 1 or 2 more people that haven't received theirs. Yeah, they're pretty quick with that. I think there's a couple of more people. I think Diego and Donovan still got to get their accounts. No, no, you can't. But there's, I mean, if you're looking for futures funded, I think most people are using Top Step, right? For funding. Yeah. Yeah, there's there are certain nuances that you need to be aware of, and this is my 3rd day trading this, so I'm really zoning in and trying to lock in, trying to figure out the differences. So it's right. It's not just about, candles are candles, yeah, but different pairs form those candles differently, and you gotta really know the symbol, the pair, know how it moves to know to be able to figure out where your candle knowledge can be applied, right? Wix, when's the real coming, bro, for giveaway tomorrow? That's a good question. That's a good question. I was gonna drop one today, but I don't think it's gonna be ready today, so might have you guys comment on like my first Instagram post ever. Somebody suggested that. Somebody suggested just have everyone comment on your first post ever. So yeah, let's do that. Just You're gonna have to comment on the very first post I have on Instagram. Let's do that. Or the first reel. I'll post it. I'm not sure. I'll post. You can go comment for now, but I'll post on my Instagram stories. I'll post the post that you need to comment on. Actually comparing the charts side by side. Yeah, off a general glance, they look very similar. But if you lock into the way the candles are printing as it's happening, there are distinct differences. Chat, how do you know when it's time to let a shirt go? I swear, this is one of my most comfortable, like material-wise, this is one of my most comfortable shirts. But I think it's time to let it go because it got a hole in it. But it's so comfy. When it's yellow in the armpits, but this shit is black. The funny thing is, that's where the hole is, in the armpit. You see? Got a hole in the armpit. Is it time to let the shirt go now? When the neckline stretches, yeah, this shit's stretched out too, but this shit is just so comfortable. When the woman of the house decides to use it as a rag. If you have to, oh, that's when you let it go. If you gotta ask, that's when you gotta let it go. No chance. Retire, wear it home only. Got another 10 years in it. True. Rip the sleeves off. Have the hole fixed. Nah, I'm not fixing this shirt. This shirt too old to start looking for a fix. 3 minutes here for NYC Open. Might get a bullish closure. Can you buy another that's the same? No, I don't think I'd even want to. It's like replacing. You know how much sentimental value the shirt has. It's like bringing your dead dog to a pet shop and telling them, "Hey, bring me out the same one with the same spots. I want one with the look. I want it to be identical, and when they replace it, you think it's your old dog." Not the same dog, not the same shirt. That shirt has not seen what this shirt has seen. Two minutes here for the 30 close. Sounds like a real documentary. Yeah. I did have a joint I rolled earlier, didn't I, chat? Did we not roll one together? Oh, there it is. 90 seconds here for the 30. We're still back. We're still stuck in range, right? We're back to holding a support here. The thing is, if we start coming down now, are we still making a top wick for this 1 hour? Or will we be making a bottom wick for the 30 to continue up? Will this candle even give us range? Did you get that solo lighter? Bro, I ain't finna be the joke of the party. I'm just gonna wait for somebody else to have it so I control them. Yeah, because with my luck, I told you, I'll go out to the club middle of the night and somebody asks for a lighter, I'd be like, hold on, I got this. And just fucking embarrass myself. I see somebody pull out a solo lighter, I'll clown the shit out of them. I promise you. I'd be like, what the fuck is that? You need to quit smoking with that bullshit. Are we forming a top wick for the hourly here, or we're going to come back up right now on the 30? I need the time frames to line up, so like it's going to make a decision right now, right? This is going to respect any of these supports. One here, and flip bullish, or is it going to continue down and break down here? I don't like how it's playing out. Well, you're not obligated to be in any positions here, right? You can just wait. Seems like it's breaking down. It only seems like that right now. Next thing you know, this is going to flip bullish, and we're going to be at 26.43. You're going to be like, oh. Sound like a seal. Oh. Oh. If we took the sell trade and still holding the trade for the bear push, what's our mindset on that? Like on Tuesday trade? Oh, like it's coming up against you and you had sells on the top wick here. Well, you had a chance to the market gave you a chance to get out, right? Now you probably would have looked for a pineapple right here at these resistances, and you're looking for a chance to get out right here at 26.40 flat, 26.40.4. You had a bullish closure, right? It's a strong 30 closure at a support. It's not like middle of the range where you still need to come down to a support. No, I closed bullish at a support. That's not just a regular weak bullish candle, right? This is a friggin' it's a 45 pip candle. You know, it's a decent push back up in range, and it didn't just come up here and slingshot off that area. It came up here and closed there, which means this next candle can flip bullish and continue to drive up. So it's giving you a chance to get out. The key was the placement of your pineapples. How many subs left for 26.6? Yo, who the fuck is this guy? I just saw there's another streamer streaming right now. Who the fuck are you? I've never seen you. You must be new here. So 20, oh man, 21. We need 21 subs. 21 people need to subscribe for us to get to 26.6K. Wix, today your time display is missing? No, it's not. I see it. Someone pinged on my comment. Damn, dog. Your risk management think is perfect? Yes. Thank you. Oh, there's that bottom wick for the 30. We just spoke about this. Market giving you a chance to get out. Placement of pineapples is key. Time to flip the tape. Gotcha. Anawanda was a beautiful shoulder. It's the same thing here, right? We're looking for. We could look for buys in this bottom wick, but not with that previous hourly looking like that. Every other time frame, yeah, it makes sense, right? But we don't know if this is going to be the bottom wick for this 30 or a top wick for the 1 hour. It could actually just be neither, right? We can close right here. And then it's neither. It's just sat at the same price. Regain service. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Right.
Are you almost done?
Am I almost done? Almost, yeah. Why? Have a cedar. Kaya's there? Kaya's there? Okay. The less smiley ones give off high IQ vibes. What are you talking about? Where do you live? You setting me up, bro. That's a good setup, though. Right near the beach, boy. Yo, come on, gold. What are you doing? Doing nothing. It's NYC open here. This shit should be fucking pushing. I don't know what the deal is. Wix, can you speak any type of Hindi? Yes, I can. Of course. I can speak Hindi. Thank you kindly. Please come again. Of course I can speak Hindi. You crazy? That's just the accent. No, that's Hindi. That's what they say. I promise you they'll understand me if I say that. Next holiday, India. Fuck, I look like Shiva. I'll slap you 6 times with every single one of my hands for that answer. This fucker flipped, unflipped, reflipped, flipped, flip-flopped, flopped on the flip, hasn't done anything. Me and Wix will go to Mount Everest, bro, and then to the moon. Is there weed there? If they're growing cannabis in no gravity, I'm down. You have a buy at 26 flat. You're up 400 pips. What's the problem? Yeah, no Reggie Bush. No Reggie Bush. It's been a draggy session. Like, it's not doing anything. We're not driving. We're not pushing. We're just kind of stuck bouncing in here. But it is December 26th. We're like right in the middle of the holiday season. Got cells all over this chart, landmines everywhere. That's wild. What can we look for? We need an indication of volume, and we haven't had that not a single time today. I mean, the market's kind of moved, but we haven't had the closure yet. Right? The only indication of volume might have been this push down, and even that closed at a support. Yeah, daily's got a bottom wick here. I think it really depends on the broker. Some brokers might have opened up down here and went straight up. The good thing about futures, it's centralized prices, so it shouldn't vary broker to broker, right? It should be the same exact price point, the same exact chart, no matter what broker you go to. 30 rebreak highs again. Yeah, this is tough. Close that resistance. Now it's breaking highs. There's really no advantage here. On Oanda, the day, no, I'm talking about futures. So if you're trading futures, all brokers across the board have the same price because the feed is coming from one place. $12 here for this 1 hour. You don't want these candles printing side by side. You want them driving, so probably not going to be the next hourly candle. Or the next 15, actually. We'll see the next hourly open, and it's going to have to open with some volume. burning one right now. Damn. Look at that. Kenny dropped 4 spots because he ain't smoking one. You want to be higher on the chart, you got to get higher in real life, bro. Oh, damn. You know what you need to get for that? You need to get that little round thing with the knife in the middle, with a little blade in the middle. We just put it through and it slices it for you. You have that? The blunt splitter. Oh, yeah. Just all right. All right, say no more. Where's Bougie? Acting a foolio? That guy still hasn't come back. Yeah, I think he drank that Don Julio to the dome. I didn't see anyone else. Only U.S. bank is open. Rest every bank is closed. What can we expect today? Well, since we trade gold and U.S. is open and a market is open, right? Right, and you see how it says comics right there? Chicago Mercantile Exchange. We don't really care if any other country is open or not, right? They're basically out of session, right? We don't really care if UK is open right now or not. I mean, it's good because that brings volume, but it brings a little extra volume, but it's not what's going to drive the market, right? It's a catalyst. Well, the market is open. We don't care, right? We don't care if the Japanese banks are closed. Well, they're open, but we don't care if Asian banks are closed. We're trading the New York session. We just need our market to be open. Yeah, with bank holidays across the world, you'll probably see less volume, just logically speaking, but market's been moving. The trade servers are running, but all the offices are empty all over the world. Yeah, so maybe it's the algos running the show here, moving the market. I don't know. Price action is price action. This held here for a long time. Every time I'm in the kitchen, you in the kitchen. Yo. Rip to that guy. I think he died last year. He was funny as hell. $9.53. So we got 6 minutes for this hourly closure. Ooh, 420 watching. That's got to be a sign. Chat, we got 9 minutes, 420 people watching. I'm gonna take a couple of pulls here. Oh, excuse me, gotta blow my nose here. 4-hour close. Oh, on futures market. Yeah. Yeah, that's ugly. That is one ugly closure. Yeah, it's not gonna be the next 15 candle for sure. Brother, ew. Brother, ew. Oh, that's what his name? John Witherspoon? That was his name, yeah. He was funny. Yeah, but he only had those he had the character roles, right? Like he was like a specific character, and it was that same type of character everywhere. He was like a character actor. Do you live off this? Yeah, and then I go to my janitor job after this. Bang, 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 bang. Carl Winslow always played a cop. Yeah, that's true. Urkel didn't play anyone else anywhere ever. Did I do that? Who, Jaleel White? That's wild. He didn't have a job since Urkel. Right, he'd been good. He made like $100 million in the 90s. Stefan. Word. Urkel. Stefan Urkel. I remember he'd break some shit and be like, look what you did. Look what you did. Yo, we got 3 minutes left. I was supposed to go smoke. Give me a second. I'm bringing you guys with me, though. Give me 1 minute. Oh, yes. Good one, Wicks. Come outside with no lighter. Knucklehead. We need load shedding on the highways. That's what we need. I think everyone whose birthday is in like January should not be allowed to take a highway like 1 month a year. Right? And then February, you're not supposed to get on the highway on your birthday month. I think that'll save us a lot of traffic. I-95 should be closed to everyone whose birthday month it is. We need some load shedding on the highways. Yo, chat, how come? I think we're like the only community that posts a record, like the devious community, right? Everyone else that's out there like trading ICT or you know, or futures or whatever it is, or just any other. No one has like a record on stream. No one has like a history of how it's done or how it's been done. I think maybe TTE, but that's about it. Like, still part of the devious tree. like that blonde witch that be streaming with like 5 grand with 5,000 people watch it. She don't got a record. She lost like 7 trades in a week. Ain't no record in there. What was? Nah, I'm pretty sure there was no record. There was nothing being updated when I saw her take 7 losses in a row. And like everyone else, like I don't want to mention streamer, but everyone else that I've looked around at, like nobody has record. Everyone's like, this is for educational purposes only. Like, and people that like used to stream and have records no longer have a record on stream. We close, no top wick, no bottom wick. We're definitely not gonna have a position here on this 15. So recognize what happened here. This candle had no bottom wick, no top wick. This entire candle is a range. Highly likely, this next candle comes back and fills a large portion of this, maybe 3/4 of it, maybe the whole thing. And when I say fills it, it doesn't mean it's going to drive down. It means that even up or down, it's going to fill a lot of this price, a lot of this previous candle. Well, typically that's what it does. When you close no bottom wick, no top wick, this would be the range. And next candle, whether up or down, it'll try to play this range first, right? It'll grab orders from the rest of this range, and then it'll drive up, or it'll come down here and then just plummet down even further. That's what typically happens when you have a closure like that, right? Or opening and a closure when a candle prints like this. Will it do that? I don't know. But typically you'll come back and you'll retest a large portion of that previous candle. Yeah, no, I was just from the streams that I've opened up, that I've turned on, I don't see people putting up records. It's a light candle. I don't like the hourly closure here. This is not a pretty hourly candle. We're still within the range. We're still within this wick, right? And we have no top or bottom wick. Usually the next this no top wick means there's not much range to go up on the hourly, right? I can't disregard other time frames because the 4-hour did a certain thing. So I gotta pay attention to all the time frames across the board. And when we get a closure like that, that indicates no more range. Most of the time, 80 to 90% of the time, next candle comes back down. Right? Maybe this will tap a resistance here and then come back down, but I believe we will re-break these lows on this current candle. This candle will re-break its own low and come back down a bit. If it doesn't, great. We'll trade it all. Like I said, there's no trades off this candle, right? But if we know what we know, right? That this closure means no range to go up. So this price going up is good for us. It's creating the range we need. It's going to create the wicks we need. Right? It's not like we're missing the move. We're waiting. The move is setting up by creating that range. Now, we know that, and we also know we didn't grab orders here, right? So we know we're at a resistance, no more range to go up, and there was no orders grabbed here that need to be grabbed. So you put those things together, and you're going to say, all right, the market's going to come back down, grab those orders, and it's going to come back down because we don't have much range here. If it doesn't do those things, then well, obviously we'll watch the next candle close, and we'll get some range, and we'll act on it, but not off this previous closure. We can't act off the previous closure. Previous closure tells us we're going to come back down for a bit, or a little bit. You know, we're gonna re-break the current candle lows. King Abe has copied it. I don't know what a King Abe is, but I'm pretty sure, like, I've never seen him or her, or I just didn't see a record on there. I don't know. I've seen a lot of people. Limitless. I know Lorenzo Coronado, right? That guy. I don't think he has a record. But I know he's been streaming for a while, right? Some people have been doing it for a while. And then you got that girl. I mean, the other one. What's her name? The black girl. I forgot what her name is. Yeah, she was doing a record, and then she stopped keeping a record on stream. I don't know. But we've seen, like, I'm about to just make this paid chat. It's just so difficult to watch, like, other streamers. I'm sure they feel the same way about me. Like, they see me and they're taking a position. They're like, ooh, no, I wouldn't do that here. And the same thing for me. Like, I watch down, I'm like, ooh, there's people following this. Yeah, I wouldn't take a position there. But then, like, you know, everyone's made it work for themselves. Like, everyone's made their own shit work. It's hard for me to be like, damn, it's not hard. It's very easy to do. But, like, I understand the fact that, like, that's probably done to me from people that have, you know, different perspectives when they come and watch my stream. It's all love. It's not easy to, you know, to educate. First of all, because you really got to be knowledgeable in what you're teaching, right? You got to have an answer for everything. But I don't know. I get it through my comments, right, on Instagram. Like, what the fuck is that? Ew, this guy trades negative R. This guy, you know, this guy closes 10 pips. What kind of trade is that? I get that all the time. And that's, you know, that's how I feel about other traders. Like, when I watch them, like, that shit don't make sense, but you can't troll them for having a different perspective. If they found a way to make it work and make it profitable, hey, more power to them. He came to mute me. Well, here's the deal. I will forever fight for your right to be able to come down here and press the mute button. I think you are completely within your rights to do that. It broke out. Yes and no. That's a better level. Wix was wondering what's pushing you to stream like this daily. I enjoy educating. I mean, no matter what you might say, I love teaching. I love having, you know, intelligent conversations, and I enjoy passing down the knowledge. I say this all the time, right? You're never going to see a U-Haul behind a hearse, right? Because you can't take your knowledge. You can't take anything with you when you go, right? You want to leave something for this world, and I'm gonna impact some lives on my way as I go, right? Number one. Number two. My kids think it's the fucking coolest thing in the world. So I'm grinding for a YouTube button because it impresses my kids, and I want to be able to really impress my kids. Just the YouTube part of it, right? But I enjoy educating. I love passing down knowledge, and I love, you know, having intellectually honest conversations. But like that's also all of that falls in line because I'm doing it here on YouTube. All of that falls in line with my kids every morning being amazed. They're like, "Dad's a YouTuber," right? It's not really, we don't we got less than 30K subs, but when I get to 100K, like to them, that's like, wow. So that's like it's cool. It's cool that my kids are like, wow, at me, you know? Yeah, trading's very boring on your own. I agree with that. A lot of people just like the company of other traders and just like-minded people in general. And there's some accountability involved in that as well. There's a sense of accountability because you're not keeping yourself accountable, but when you're trading with others, right, you get to have these conversations and they kind of keep you accountable. Yeah. Yeah, I think that makes sense for a lot of people, or it rings true for a lot of people. Chat, lock in here. We might have positions here earlier than expected. Just need this to pull back a little. Somewhere around 50 flat. Yeah, somewhere around this white line. Might not get there, so might have to actually wait for the closure, but if we can get there, I'm looking at positions at this area. If we look across the board, that's the level we come up from. You see a support right here. We see wicks bouncing into this area. I'm looking for buys. These are levels we drive up from. Right here, these wicks. Right here, this support. Looking to come back down, tap that area, and come back up and fill whatever range we've just created. Maybe the next 15 can do that. I would have liked it to be on this candle right now with momentum. Trading is correlated with the account size. Can't trade Wix's strategy with 5 or 10K. Nonsense. Complete nonsense. Never got that pullback here. About to close here, lock in. $30 seconds. Ooh, people at the Zoom door. People at the Zoom door. God, that's an ugly closure. Lower lot size, wait 2 years to make 20K? No, lower lot size and then spend 2 years learning. If you also make 20K instead of losing 150,000, God bless you. Right? And then you spend the next 2 years after you've learned, right? And you have a base of 20K to start with. You spent the next 2 years making that 20K into 200K. This isn't you're not supposed to get rich here by the end of the year, by the summertime, this isn't what's going to do that for you. Slippage? I don't have slippage. Spread? 1 to 2 pips. 1 to 2 points. Spreads are crazy. Spreads are typically crazy with volume. This is so tough. We've seen this before, right? It'll make that bottom wick. It'll tap our area and come back, refill it. But I don't want to do this. I don't want this. You see where we closed here to the left? Next candle broke the high and fucking plummeted. And I don't want to be a part of that. That's why I said I wanted to pull back to this area before we fill the range, because once we tap this area before fill the range, we'll fucking smash right through here. Right now, it's a bit different. Based on historical price data, this is strong rejection area. 90% of people watching are new traders. No, I think a large portion, I think a good half of the people here are people that have been here for 2 or 3 years, just the loyal crowd, uh, right? And the rest are most likely, stream hoppers or new people. And I think it's split at about half. But this fucking thing. Right? But even then, if it's mostly new people or half the people are new, right, and half people know what I do, then half of you are already, know what to look for and come back because this is how you trade. And the other ones that are learning, they shouldn't be making, 20 grand in a year. If any, they'll be lucky if they make 20 grand in that year when they just start learning. The point is to spend as little as possible for the education, right? Yeah, you're going to spend 2 or 3 years learning. And then it's going to take you even longer to run up an account than it is to learn. Oh, I know you're not hating. We're here, we're talking, right? If you were out of pocket, we'd ban you. But, we just, agree to disagree, or slight difference of opinion in the way we, in the way we approach the charts. Yeah, I think if you want to make 20K a month consistently, you need like a high six-figure account. Marcos and Arsenal stories. Oh, you've been here for a long time. You've been here for like a good 4 or 5 years. Are you making noises on purpose? My daughter's sitting here. She's going, oh. Oh. Yeah, chat. Say hello to Wix12. Hey. Say hi. Wave. There you go. Hold on, I gotta fix the camera. What are you doing? Yeah, she's waiting for me to finish. She's trying to go on a walk. She's just pulling on my elbow. I just said like that from 5K20 just to make an example point and blow it because they keep increasing lot size. Just sometimes remind the chat about your strategy is a long quality run. Yeah, just don't over risk. It's a good reminder. As long as you're not over risking, it's gonna be a long time, but it's gonna be a good run. I have no service again, bro. You don't need WTF fi, not even Wi-Fi. WTF fi. All right. Well, we need range. I think the 30 is creating it for now. But we'll see. It's a nice top wick to fill. Higher time frames will matter here, right? You don't want a bearish closure here with a nice bottom wick, or a heavy bearish closure with nice bottom wick on the 15. You want a closure that respects the support. Definitely learn a lot trading from wicks. Learn how to open more than one position, where and when to get out, what to look for, when to go be. This is the best channel on YouTube for that. I think so, right? Even like a lot of times you guys will get better results than me just because you figured it out. You figured out, you know, those positions on a trade by trade basis, right? Better than me, but you at least know what to lock in on, right? You know where to look for an opportunity and what kind of opportunity it is. And that's key, right? You're gonna miss 100% of the opportunities that you're not looking for, right? But if you're looking for one, you know what to lock in on. Once you see it, you'll take advantage of it.
Are you done already?
Am I done? No. I'm Wix. What broker Wix use? AMP. Go play. You can go play. Call it a day, Wix. Enjoy a day with your kids. I'm gonna do that regardless. But I'll be here until 11. So I'll be here through the next 30-minute candle at the very least.
Uh,
2 minutes here for this 30. I'm just looking at what happened here previously, and when markets started coming down, there were no top wicks here. On the 5 maybe. But on the 15, nothing. And then the 15 closed and it plummeted. 3 and 3 makes 6? Uh-huh. That's right. Mm-hmm. 2 and 2 make 4. That's right. Five and 5 make 10. That's right. Yep. Your math is better than a lot of the people on this chat. You know that? should have muted you guys for that. If I'm gonna talk shit about you, I should have muted you. Oh yeah, I know Kuman. I got a Kuman next to me. Uh-huh. No, this one, my older two are really good. They don't have no math issues, but this younger one, this younger one, this little monster right here, she takes tutoring 2 days a week. So on Mondays and Wednesdays, I take her to tutoring for math. Because there was a time in the year where she had to, I didn't take her to school for 2 weeks because she was really sick. And she fell behind. So I was like, nope, we're getting you a tutor. And then we kind of stuck with it. No, she's caught up. 30 closed here, gang. There's a top wick. We're opening with a bottom wick, but this is going to have to be... it's going to have to be a steep bottom wick here. Is there a level here? Oh, you're chewing my shirt. It's not a bad level that it drove from, just not where I would look for an entry on XAU USD.
Now put your arm on. Now put your arm on.
Be careful.
Guess what's under your skin? You have to look down off your skin. And you have to work about your skin. Dad, you have to work about your skin.
Still looking for buys despite the small. No, I wanted a steeper bottom wick. But I'm still looking for buys. I'd rather be in buys here. Might just be off the hourly. Yeah, this closure, you're expecting a bottom wick on the hourly. I'm sorry, you're expecting a top wick on the hourly to make a decision here up or down. So hopefully a bottom wick comes first. I know you are. Yeah, we'll definitely see this hourly through. That's for a fact. 25 minutes from now, we'll still be here. It's just you see, it's a small bottom wick, but this is futures. Like futures, like it doesn't give you that pullback slingshot wick that XAU USD does. On a futures chart, that's what I was talking about earlier in the stream. These wicks don't tend to give you that previous range. If they're going where they're going, they tend. If it's either right now because it's Christmas, it's acting like that. That's what's so weird, also, right? We only started this on Christmas. We made the switch to futures on Christmas. So I don't know if it's acting like this because of the holidays or it's historically it doesn't have a pullback like XAU USD does. But from what I've noticed this week alone, that the wicks to drive have not come back all the way to a support of a range. They're driving just from tap in the range, support, resistance. Yeah, over time we'll get better at it, or we'll get used to the way the pullbacks print on futures, but we need to spend some time here, or I need to spend some time on this. This is good though. The hourly closure is looking good here. If we can, it's just a lot of time left. 23 minutes, a lot can happen in 23 minutes. This can close bearish in 23 minutes for all we know, right? Or we could be at 58 areas in 23 minutes. But if we get this closure here, this is really good for us. We're going to expect to tap the top of the range before the market decides up or down. Definitely going to 40. I don't know. Yeah, it could. I don't know. I don't know anything definitely here. I can't say anything with 100% certainty when it comes to trading. Later, Raj. All right, so let's look at this. Closing bearish at resistance, right? For now, it's a leg candle. Well, for now, we're bearish at resistance, right? And typically, what would you expect when you close bearish at a resistance, right? You'd expect the top wick and the eventual drive down, right? That's what you would expect. But if this is an hourly closure, right? And we expect this top wick to be formed and everything's been bullish. Can we take an entry somewhere here to play this top wick? And then if it wants to reject, come back down, great. We'll take this little area here, right? if it wants to reject. But if it doesn't, right? If it doesn't, it'll continue up and great, earn profits. But if it does want to reject, it'll create that top wick in order to continue down. And you're saying, wicks, how come it didn't do that here? Well, it did do that here, and you just got to be really quick to notice it. And if you look at the 5 here, you see that closure? The next candle, up or down, it had to come up to the resistance to grab orders. So it might not do it on the time frame you want, but price itself will tap those areas, right, to do that. Yeah, if it takes off, great. Well, we're gonna wait on the closure to get some range, but we don't want it to take off right now. We want these areas, right? We want this. We want this, right? Right. If we can do that from these areas across the board on the hourly, that's ideal. That's what we're looking for. Capiche?
Remember it. Write it down. Take a picture. I don't give a fuck.
A lot of time left here. 3 minutes for this 15 and then another 15-minute candle before the hourly closes. Respect my gangster. Like, this is ugly. This is disgusting looking. Yeah, 15 closing. Oh. Goes back below resistance. Well, it's going to try again. 14 minutes here for the hourly closure. Now, as far as technical analysis goes, this thing is overextended. I don't know what that concept even means. Overextended. It's been driving up for a while, so it needs to come back? Not necessarily. It's been driving up, so it needs to retest the highs once it finds a support. Or, fill the range that it's making. Yeah, I know, overextended, overbought. I mean, I get it. I get what you're trying to say. I don't see the logic behind the concept. It's overbought, but like, so what? It can drive up another 100 pips. It's just like, that's not a reason it's gonna come back down. Too many people bought this. The Caviar says we got room. Yeah, we always got room. Always. There's always more room. It's just a simple existing fact about the market. There's always more room. Oh, I think, hold on, Farzo, did you get your account? I think I owe you an account as well. There's two people, Diego, Donovan, and Farzo, I believe. I'll write that down before I forget. As long as this candle leaves a bottom wick, leaves a top wick, and the next one opens with a bottom wick, we will be taking buys on the next candle 10 minutes from now. Two stipulations. This one's got to leave a top wick. Next candle's got to start start off bearish. Gotta come down first. $26.53 areas, maybe 26.52 8 areas. Hold on a second, chat. There better not be any entries when I come back in there. Press the button. Don't press no buttons, bro. This is perfect. I can now watch my kids and see what they're doing, and I don't have to be in the house to watch them. It's like a nanny cam. Order filled, yeah. Uh-uh. Is it illegal for her to press the button? Do I not get paid out? Is it like a casino? Like if my kid took the spin and hit the jackpot? What is she doing? What the hell is she doing? She's trying to sell a course right now. Are you writing them a note? You're writing them a note? What did you write? You said, I love you. What? I love you, chat? Oh, I love you, dad. All right, yeah, she took her little thing and she wrote, I love you, dad on it. She's leaving me a note. Thank you. I love it. Come here. Can I have a hug? You're awesome.
Can I sit on you?
No, sit right here. Sit next to me. Two minutes. How do we close here? Creating a top wick. Yeah, this is good. This is a good top wick for the hourly.
I'm a trainee.
This is tough. We want a closure above all these areas. We want the trade from below 53.1. I'm sorry, 52.9 or 53 flat. But we want the closure above it. Still a lot of room here, so it depends how we open up. Okay, 15 seconds here, gang. If we don't close above, I'm looking for an entry at around 51.3 area, 51.5 area. Yeah, we don't close above, so I'm gonna look for a bottom wick here. But this would break structure then, wouldn't it? Come on, come on, come on. Almost. Chat, I'm gonna take a buy right here. Just took a buy at 52 flat. And obviously if we come down here 51.2, I'll take a pineapple there.
Pineapple.
Yeah, I said pineapple.
I love pineapples.
You love pineapples? Me too. $51.3 area. Look, careful. You can take that. You can take that if you want. Oh, our tape ended. I gotta flip the tape here. There you go. Take another buy right there. Just took a buy at 51 as we tapped it. 51.3. There. And if we tap 50 flat, I'll take a buy there. Didn't move from your first entry? Yeah, it did. It came down. I was looking for an entry at these white lines right here and right here. So it got here, it kind of smashed through it. I took an entry and then it came down here. I took an entry and I'm looking at 50 flat for another entry. I mapped these out beforehand. Remember, you saw me map these out. This is where I'm looking for buys. All it is just a bottom wick on the hourly. Looking for bottom wick entries off the hourly. Why your price different? Because we're on different charts. You're probably on... oh shit, my door open. You're probably on an XAU USD chart, and I'm on a gold futures chart. You're on spot gold, I'm on gold futures. All right, taking another buy right here. Just took another entry right as we tap this area. Obligated to hold till we close or till we get a pullback. $48.9. Just looking at the hourly here, right? 48.9 would be an entry. Expectation is to retest highs, right? Or get a top wick based on the previous candle pull all the way to the next range. All right, and take another buy right here. All right, closing here for a combined total of 33 pips. W, 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 W. 33 pips. W. We waited all fucking morning. $33 pips. We haven't come back to we're just pulling back to the original entry. Actually, let's bring it back on screen here. This is the original entry that we're coming back to, and all the pineapples that we just took along the way are all profits. This shit was done live in front of you. I want to hear nothing. Terminal, no terminal. This shit was done live in front of you. I don't owe you my checking account. I owe you some education. You just got educated. How in the love of God was this plus 30? This was plus 33 pips on the dot for me. Plus 33. Well, I made 33 pips worth of profit. So if you're on XAU USD, you might have had maybe a bit. 33 points worth of profit. If you're on XAU USD, you might have got more or less. Minus for Wix if the bot is correct. No, the bot is only reflecting the first entries. So the bot is only showing you the actual result. That's what the developers are working on. The result is showing you only the first entry and the difference from the first entry to closure. So all the entries you could see right there, right? But the very first entry that I took would have closed at -9. That's what it's reflecting. On my first entry, I also have two entries. One was at -9, one was at -5, so it averaged out at -7. Got 40 on gold on XAU USD. Yeah, I mean, everybody should have smashed that trade. There's absolutely no reason for you to have lost that trade. Fucking dubs. Jay, you're on XAU USD, right? Wait, Kenny, Nick, you guys are all XAU USD. What did you guys do? How did you guys do? You got how much? 30. Yeah, I got 33. We should all be around 30 pips. 30, 40 pips. Yeah. But don't forget, look, it's eight positions. So a pip or two in any direction, right, makes a difference here. It's like 8 to 10 pip difference. So that's not like, the whole point is you should have all closed out at that area. But no, the only one I wasn't in the money is the initial entry. Everything else was money. Only the initial entry. Don't forget, my initial entry is 2 positions, right? So those 2, because the market was moving, I clicked one, it entered, and then by the time I clicked the second one, I got a better entry. So my initial entry was 2 entries, but you know, how futures work, it averaged them out. So my initial entry got averaged out really well. Yeah, it was really like, it depended on the, 3 to 4 seconds and when you press the close button there. But it's, 2 or 3 pips. -35 according to the bot. No, it's not. According to the bot, it says -9. It says -9 because it's only counting the initial entry. The thing with futures, I was talking to the developer yesterday, and he's like, this wouldn't work. In order for this to work, like, we would have to show the size of the positions, right? So in the signal channel, it would have to say added two more contracts, added 1 contract, closed 1 contract, closed 2 contract, right? It would have to add that in order for it to make sense on the point side, on the future side. He was telling me, he was like, it's just the way the futures is counted makes a big ass headache for them to do all that code. But all the entries are there. And he is working on it just for me. It's showing -9. See it signals? It's only 1 closure and -9 because that's a combined closure of all the positions, but only -9 on that first entry. Yeah. How do you manage to close all your trades at once? So if you're doing Forex or if you're doing spot gold, you got to right click on any of your positions and or in your what is it called? In your toolbox, right? You gotta right click on any of the positions and then go to bulk closures. Go to closures, select bulk closure. But on futures, it's much easier because on futures, I just click 1x because all positions are combined. Win number 364. Ow, you're poking me. What's up?
Are you ready?
Am I almost done? Yeah, now I'm done. Like, we were waiting for this W. I needed to get to 50 pips today for the day after Christmas.
You're ready, Don? You're ready, Don?
Who's talking? Hey, the German crab. It's irrelevant what that shows. If you're live on stream or if you closed at the same time, you opened at the same time, you're in profit. It doesn't matter that it shows -9. Like, don't get stuck on the bot. That's being worked on. It'll reflect correct points made eventually as the developers work on it.
Are you ready, Don?
Yes, I am. Please stop doing that. Thank you. $364. All right, yeah, we sat here for a long time. We sat here for a long time to get that. It's already past 11:16. Yeah, but it was worth it. At the end of the day, it was worth it. Chat, half the chat dipped already. So what you guys should do is you should take a screenshot of your profits and post them on IG, or screenshot of your trade, of your winning trade, post it on IG and tag me for so I can post it for everyone that dipped, right? Remember we told them, hey, you can dip, no one's holding you, but we'll send you a screenshot of the profits later. Let's do that. Let's send them the screenshot of the profits because they all dipped. So whoever took that dub with us really late, post it and tag me. That's gonna be fire. It's gonna be really funny. For everyone that dipped, here's the screenshots we promised you. Oh man, that's hilarious. All right, gang. You know what we got to do? There's less than 300 of you on here. Hold on. Before you all dip, the loyal ones are all here. Pip and Dippers dipping. Let's spam some dubs. Spam some motherfucking dubs. Hello. No giveaway. We will do a giveaway tomorrow. I'm gonna post today what I want you to comment on. Yeah, I'll post it today. I'll post today what you can comment on. Give me 1 second. My shoulder is already bruised up from you tapping me on like that. Hey, we're gonna go for a walk and we're gonna go to the store as well. Hey, weightlifter, I don't think a second on the Zoom mattered there, because when I closed, it stayed around that price for a little bit, for like 10-15 seconds. Yeah. So roughly ballpark 30 pips should have been it. You might not have had the same entries on the pineapples, but I don't know. I'm going based on my profit, right? And my profit's reflecting 33 pips. Whose money is that? Where did you find it? Was it on my desk? Yeah, that's probably, I don't know, it's probably a tip for the dealer next time or something. Yeah. Is it $2? No, that's a 20. Yeah. That 1 sec did a tiny pullback twitch with all this position counts. Yeah. If the market just twitches and pulls back, but you got to see it, because you wait for it. You're almost at that level where you can get your 30 pips, right? 8 positions. If it moves 3 or 4 pips each direction, right? Think about it. 8 times 4 is 32. So if the market moved 4 pips, that's that 30, right? 30. But I was sitting there waiting for my pips. I knew that if I'm getting to a certain level, I'm closing it. And that's where not money-wise. I know where, if I'm on the charts getting to a certain level. And we got really close. I was thinking about closing at the initial entry break even, but it wasn't worth the wait with the amount of risk on the table, right? It was worth it to just get rid of the risk, take your profits, because you're at a strong resistance. The market gives you a chance to get out. This time it gave you a chance to get out with solid profits. You take it. Take it and run, and just keep doing that over and over and over. See, it gave you a chance to get out, make some profits. We had the tip of the wick here. We had some buys on the way down. The only position that should have lost should have been the first one, or that could have lost. Some people might have closed that one at break even as well if they waited an extra like 10 seconds. Yeah, that's Yoda. That is Yoda, yeah. Yeah, baby. Yeah, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, this is what we waited for, and that's what we got, and we're over 50 pips for the day. Incredible. The door's open? Yeah, then close it. I didn't want to stand up and close it. I saw it's open, but I didn't want to close it because I was about to be in a trade, and it was worth it. Are we at a strong support? We're at a stronger rejection than a support. This is a stronger area here. Right? Oh, wait. We're on the XAU USD chart. Let's go back here. Right. Let's get rid of this. What was that? Yeah, you can ask now. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No, I'm not adding risk if I'm in profits. Exactly. And not even if it rides, it rides. A lot of times my advantage point is the flip. So I'll probably close partials here on the flip, or close one contract on the flip, and move the whatever's left to break even, And then once it fills the wick, then I'll close the second one. I'm not gonna let it rock all the way up to here. Chances of you catching that whole move up to here versus it coming back to break even, 9 out of 10 times. Like you make more. We've done the math on this a while back, and you're better off closing at the resistance or at the fill of the range than hoping for that one runner, because over time what you're going to close is going to add up more than that runner or two runners that you're going to catch eventually. But then everyone's different, right? That's also mine. Yeah, don't bend it. Taking my stickers. Slava Ukraine. Anyway, let me put this back. Stop. You've literally moved around everything on my desk. The Roblox gift card, the cash, the what is this? My flags over here. Which flag? Yeah, that Crip bandana. You're moving everything. Stop moving everything around. I said stop moving everything, so you grab more stuff and you move stuff. Stop. Itchy hands. All right, I'm taking you to the store. I'm taking you back to the store. We're refunding you. I'm gonna contact your seller on eBay. See what happens. Give advice for being not profitable for 2 years. There's no time limit. Stop comparing. You're seeing others do something, right? You're seeing the highlight reels of other people, and you're thinking that that's their behind the scenes as well. No, stop comparing yourself to putting yourself into other people's shoes and on their timelines. Nah, you work at your own pace, because guess what? Sometimes it'll take you longer to get it, but you'll build yourself faster than those who got who got it really quickly and took a long time to build. That's how trading works. It's a slow paced game, but then once you're past that learning curve, your trajectory gets really steep and you go up really quickly. It's not about the years of experience. How can you apply what you've learned in those years? Not about what you know. It's about how you can apply the things that you do know. Oh, this is a strong rejection. I was saying this is a strong rejection. You know what I mean? I wouldn't. No, I think this level up here is stronger. We've already come down here. We've already tapped this area. We had entries at this area. Remember, our last entry was here. And now that we're coming back to that area, the chances of us smashing through it are much higher than they were here. The probability of this now tapping this area and bouncing up again has gone down severely. Like you would have to wait for a closure at this area and a bullish close at this area now, right? See how we're coming down? Now the candles would have to close bullish here. If we get a bullish closure here, you can say, all right, we're getting an onion. Depending how bullish it is, you can start. So let's print this out. Let's draw it out. If you now get a bullish closure like it's printed right now, no good. But if you get this at this area, yeah, that's a heavy pull back up off of there, right? And that means you're looking for that bottom wick to come up. And where would that bottom wick be? Most likely these areas. For you to continue doing that. You would need to see that this is a strong enough area to react to, that the market doesn't just stick around here, but it closes bullish and back into a smaller time frame. You have another range right here. It was strong enough to push you back up through that range. You're at the very least going to tap the top of the range, right? If you can put yourself in a situation where you have enough room for this area, not to retest the whole thing, but enough room for here. So if you come up here, you're going to get a top wick. And if you reject here, you're going to get a top wick at that area and come down, right? So you want a good enough entry where you can play this space, where you can be in profits here, go break even here. If it does break through here and finish the range, great. If not, no harm, no foul. You'll have stops at a great place right here, because the break of the lows here, it's going to come back down. Any break of the lows at that area, right? If you create a bottom wick there, you'd ride up like this, and then you re-break the lows, you're coming down to now fill this next range. Well, right now I'm doing this on a 5 right now, but this is based on everything. You're gonna look to the 30. You're gonna see if you've created a bottom wick and now pulled up to here, and that's probably gonna be a top wick on the 30, right? So you're gonna have to realize, all right, that's falling in line. You see, if you had a massively strong bullish close here, you're probably not creating a top wick on the 30. You get a small wick down, and as this starts riding up, you can take it on a smaller time frame to your flip again. Just you would need an indication on a smaller time frame that it's going to line up with the higher time frame here, right? You don't want a bearish 30 closure, in all honesty. You definitely don't want a bearish 30 closure that leaves range to come down, right? And you don't want a bearish 30 closure that leaves range to come down, and then the next candle comes up and grabs orders. Like, you're not taking buys here. You're waiting for the market to decide if it's going to come up or to come down. Once it decides that, then you'll act on it. So it can drop lower here. I don't think I'm taking buys to the top here unless we come down and come back up. Unless we come back down in range here into the 46, 47, and then come back up above 48. Then you could say that was a fake out for us to continue going up. Right? Because this isn't the fake out. As we were coming up here, us closing back down in range, this isn't the fake out right here, right? To come back down in range. Right? The fake out would be with structure. If the next candle decides to do this, right? That's the fake out, right? And if you get that, then you're looking for bottom wick entries here. Then you're looking for a support. And then once again, you can trade off this. And if this happens, then you have your shampoo play, right? Your head and shoulders over here. 1, 2. It's not about how the candles look. It's really what price points you tap in what order, right? But if you want the visual, something to make it easier for you, that's your second shoulder right here. And that's also the fake out. And the higher time frames were bullish. So you can say, all right, finally the 4 hour is beginning to start head the other way, or head bullish. But that 30 closure, no bueno, right? That 30 closure. Now you need this, like I said, remember I just drew this out a second ago. You would need this heavy breakdown and a heavy push back up.
This is bad cop, no donuts.
It says bad cup, no donut. Yeah, that's what it says. I got a sticker that says bad cop, no donut. She's walking around with it. All right, chat. Let's call it a session here. It's been a long session. It's almost 12 o'clock. It's almost noon. Hey, can you stop destroying my setup here? Thank you. Go get dressed. Go put socks on. You're wearing socks? Put more socks on. Go get I don't know. Go get a few more socks or something. Go. I don't know. Put more socks on. I don't know. It's good for you. Gang, yep. Let's call it a session. Appreciate you guys showing up and sticking around with me today. Still got our 50 pips. Great day after Christmas. The after Christmas pips special. Point special. Anyway, gang. Nick, Kenny, let's do the flex. Hold on, let's get the Spartans in here. Everybody, let's do the flex. There we go. Get the buys, the blood flowing, squeeze the buys. Yeah, squeeze them. Let's go. W. You can feel good after that one. Good job, chat. Awesome. Zoom gang, I'll see you on the Clubhouse side of things. Signal channel. I'm probably going to call it till Asian session right now. I don't think I'm going to come back looking at the charts right now. I'm going to go out with my kids. She's been sitting next to me for a couple of hours real patiently, running the stream for a little bit. So I got to go out with her. All right. So I'm going to trade signal channel, lock in for Asian session. I'll be trading Asian session tonight. And we will do this again tomorrow. Same time, same place. 8 a.m. Eastern, live here on YouTube. Mods, thank you so much for helping me run the stream as always, and thank you guys for joining us for the day after Christmas. All right, as for me, chat, My time here is up. I'm going to go, and just like that, another New York session is in the books. Enjoy your day, everybody. See you tomorrow.